Hello and welcome back to the channel where flavor knows no borders. This is Food Around Me.
You think British food is just about tea time and cucumber sandwiches? Wrong. In reality, the UK has dishes that Americans either fall in love with or run away from. From a heavyweight breakfast that feels like a gym workout to the legendary black pudding made of pig's blood, welcome to Britain, where food is either comfort on a plate or a cultural shock you'll never forget. Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. I'm here in the UK and today we're facing a culinary legend, the full English breakfast. For us Americans, breakfast is usually a quick slice of toast, a cup of coffee, or a sad granola bar on the way to work. But when you look at this plate, a single question comes to mind. How does anyone eat all of this and then go to work? This isn't a meal. This is a marathon. Let's start with the two main monsters, the sausages and the bacon. The British sausage is usually thick, plump, and much meatier than our sweeter, skinnier breakfast links. And the bacon? This is back bacon, cut from the loin, so it's much leaner and more like a thin pork chop than our crispy strip bacon. They're pan-fried to a savory, meaty perfection. Next up, the eggs. Usually fried with a perfectly runny yolk, just begging to be mopped up. It's a beautiful simplicity. And here's the part that gives us Americans pause, the baked beans. Beans in a sweet tomato sauce. Beans for breakfast? That's so weird, many of us would say, but trust me, the sweetness of the beans provides a surprising and delicious balance to the savory, fatty meats. To complete the plate, we have sautéed mushrooms, roasted tomatoes, which add a nice acidic cut to the richness, and of course, toast. Simple toast, perfect for sopping up every last bit of flavor on the plate. Looking at this plate, you might feel overwhelmed, but the secret is to eat it strategically. You break the egg yolk, let it coat everything, and then you get a little bit of sausage, a little bit of beans, and a little bit of egg on your fork. It's a symphony of flavors, fatty, salty, sweet, and umami. It's heavy, no doubt, but that's the point. This meal was designed for a day of manual labor, not a day at a desk. This is a meal built to withstand cold, weather, and hard work. It's not just a meal, it's a statement. A statement that says, I am going to be full and ready to face anything today. Today, a full English breakfast is usually not an everyday meal. It's a weekend treat, a holiday meal, or a cure for a big night out. It's a luxury, a comfort food, and an incredible piece of history. This meal is a delicious challenge and a testament to the satisfying power of true comfort food. So, what's the heaviest breakfast you've ever had? Let me know in the comments below. We are tackling a true national treasure of the UK, fish and chips. At first glance, it looks simple. It's just fried fish and fried potatoes. But for many of us Americans, there is one secret ingredient that makes this dish a great mystery. First, let's talk about the fish. It's a beautiful fillet of white fish, often cod or haddock, encased in a crispy, golden batter. When you bite in, you get that satisfying crunch followed by a tender, flaky inside dot, and then you have the chips. These are not our thin, crunchy French fries. These are thick-cut, fluffy on the inside, and perfect for soaking up flavor. They are the essential partner to the fish, a soft and comforting base for the main event. And now for the great debate, the vinegar. This is the moment where many Americans say, wait, what? We are used to ketchup or a creamy tartar sauce. But here, they douse the whole thing in a sharp, tangy malt vinegar. It might sound strange, even a bit unappetizing, but that vinegar is the key. It cuts through the rich, oily flavors and adds a unique, sour punch. It is the perfect balance to the richness of the fish and chips. Fish and chips is a simple, beautiful meal. It's a delicious lesson in flavor and tradition. It's a testament to how the smallest detail can change everything. One of the greatest comfort foods of all time, shepherd's pie. It's a dish of pure, Simple genius, a hearty meat filling topped with a golden layer of mashed potatoes. The magic here is in the two perfect layers. On the bottom, we have a savory, rich meat filling. Traditionally, a true shepherd's pie is made with ground lamb, while its cousin, cottage pie, uses beef. We cook it with vegetables like carrots and peas and simmer it in a rich gravy. Then comes the top layer, a thick blanket of creamy, buttery mashed potatoes. We spread it all over the meat and then bake it in the oven until the top is a beautiful golden brown. That crust gets slightly crispy while the potatoes underneath stay pillowy soft. This dish is the ultimate hug in a bowl. It's warm, it's hearty, and it's a complete meal in one. A perfect spoonful gets you the savory meat, the soft vegetables, and that heavenly, buttery potato. It's a dish that feels like coming home. Shepherd's pie is a timeless classic that brings warmth and happiness to any table. It's a simple recipe with a huge amount of flavor and heart. You have to try this for your next cozy night in. We're diving into a tradition that happens every week, all over the country. We are making the legendary Sunday roast. It's a meal with roasted meat, vegetables, and a very special, very confusing side dish, Yorkshire pudding. The heart of the meal is the perfectly roasted meat, usually beef, cooked until it's tender and juicy. And the star of the show is the gravy, a rich, dark, and glossy sauce that gets drizzled over every single thing on the plate. Then you have the vegetables, beautifully roasted potatoes that are crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside, along with carrots and parsnips. And here is where it gets interesting for us Americans. My first thought when I saw these was, wow, that looks like a huge popover. What a great dessert, but no, this is not a dessert. Yorkshire puddings are a savory, fluffy bread with a light and airy center. Their sole purpose is to be a little boat to carry a delicious flood of gravy. You load them up with meat and veggies and you get a perfect bite of everything. The Sunday roast is the ultimate British comfort food. It's a complete meal on a single plate, and the Yorkshire pudding is the surprise that ties it all together. It's a tradition you have to experience to truly understand. We are in the beautiful county of Cornwall, a place with a rich history and one of my new favorite foods, the Cornish pasty. For my American friends, this might look familiar. It looks a lot like an empanada or a handheld pie. But trust me, the history and the flavor are totally unique. A Cornish pasty is a half-moon-shaped pastry with a savory filling, but it's not just any filling. The traditional recipe is very strict: minced or diced beef, sliced potatoes, swede, and onion. That's it, no carrots, no peas. Just those four simple ingredients, seasoned with salt and pepper. The other half is the pastry itself. It's a simple, sturdy casing, crimped beautifully on the side. This was designed for a purpose, and it's a perfect example of food engineering. The genius of this dish is its history. This was a portable meal for tin miners in Cornwall back in the day. The pasty was their entire lunch, a complete meal that was easy to carry, and that beautiful crimped crust? The miners would hold the pasty by this thick crust with their dirty hands and then throw it away when they were done. This meal was a taste of home and a taste of warmth in the cold, dark mines. It's a food that tells a story, a testament to simple ingredients and brilliant practicality.
If you've made it this far, maybe your curiosity isn't average. Maybe you don't just eat to survive, you eat to understand, so don't just scroll away. Drop a thought in the comments, something only you would say. Like this video if it sparked anything inside you. And hit subscribe, not for the algorithm, but for the next question you never knew you needed. Because here, we don't feed the masses, we feed the minds that wonder.